Okay, so I hope all of you have done already practical for the yesterday's topic. Any problem? Okay, so today we are going to see this Umask. So Umask is what? It is a numerical value which is responsible for the default permission applied on our files and folder. So whenever we create a file or folder, we see there is some permission already applied on that file and folder. We have not set, but already it is there. So how it is? It is because of umask value. Okay. So for the root user, the umask value is 0022. The first 0 is for the special permission and the remaining 3 as it is. Okay. So for the umask, for the root user, umask value is different. For the normal user, umask value is different. That is why when you see when a root is going to create file or folder and normal user is going to create file and folder, the permission which is applied on the file and folder will be different. So how the calculation is? Generally for the folder, we know the full permission can be 777. Read, write, execute for all. And for the file, read, write is enough. Then the formula is full permission minus umask value equal to default permission. So suppose for a normal user, when he is going to create a folder, by default the permission will be 775. But the same thing is root is going to create, then it will be 755. Why? Because the umask value is different for both. So let us test the same. So one is root user and one is normal user. So as per this umask, I am going to create here one folder, um, Sri Lanka, and one folder here, Bhutan. So both the user have created one folder. But if you see the permission applied by default is different. For the normal user, the permission is how much? 775. And you see as per the umask is the same, correct? And when the root user is going to create, in that case How much is the permission? 755. So this calculation is correct. Means the full permission minus UMask value equal to default permission. Now why we are reading this topic? One more thing. If you want to check what is your UMask, you can use command UMask. Here also you can see what is your UMask. Then why we are learning this? Because yesterday we have seen whenever we create file, we have to change the permission, but we don't want to. So whatever we want, accordingly we will calculate the UMask and change the UMask value. After that it will create on that basis. So let us see here. So the formula is full permission minus default permission, means whatever permission you want to keep by default equal to UMask value. So here as an example I have taken 777 is the full. For other I don't want to give anything. For my group member I want to give read and execute. So 750. So 777 minus 750 equal to 027. So if I set UMask value 027, then what is going to happen, you see. So user can change his UMask value. So UMask is the command 027. Now the UMask is changed. Now see the effect. MKDIR Nepal. What is the permission? By default it is 750 na. If I create a file, correct, 640. So now whenever I create file, I don't need to change permission every time. What I want for all, accordingly we will calculate the UMask value and we'll change the UMask value. So I hope you understood the power of UMask. Any doubts? Okay. So similarly, if root is going to change for his own, accordingly it will be. So any user can set what he want, accordingly the UMask value. Okay. So this is the concept of UMask. Next concept, using the bash shell. As of now, whatever we have seen, lot of things are temporary. Temporary means like UMask you change, you reboot, it will go. So if you want to set these things permanently, then we have some type of files. So that we are going to see here. First thing is file globbing. File globbing means what? Here if you want to search any file, you want to copy any file, you want to delete any file, generally you give the file name. But if you want to delete all the files, if you want to copy all the files, then in that case what we will do? Asterisk. Okay, we'll use this symbol. If I want to delete all the files starting with A, so A asterisk. In beginning whatever letter is I don't bother. In the last if it is Y, delete all things, copy everything. So asterisk Y. So like that we can use here. Question mark. Question mark means suppose I have some confusion that there is a one file of 3 characters. Question mark, question mark, question mark 3 times. Means it will delete all the files or folder which is of 3 characters. It will copy all the files and folder which is of 3 characters. Whatever command you have given accordingly. Sometimes we have confusion whether it is a Y or I in the last. Instead you can put question mark. Understood? So like this also we can use. So these are the globbing characters. This one in the big bracket means match the character. Sorry, match the number, match the character. All the character except this one. So like this, if you have to write anywhere the syntax, you can use this globbing characters. Is it clear? Command editing tricks. What does it mean, this command editing tricks? Sometimes when we are working on the command line, we have to jump to the beginning of the line. We have to jump in end of the line. So what we do? We use the arrow key. So here we have the solution, Control A, Control E, like that. So let us see how it works. I have written some command. I want to jump to beginning of the line. Control A. End. Control E. Understood? For this purpose, we have here these shortcuts. Tilde. You know about the tilde? Tilde refers to home folder of current login user, not for every user. The user who is currently logged in. Like I want to refer, there is a file in my home folder. So instead of giving the path /home /tanveer then file name, I can write ~file name. Understood? That's why when you log in, you will see here the current working folder is tilde. It refers to your home folder. When you go inside the desktop folder, you see the current working folder it is showing is desktop. So tilde refers to the home folder of current logged in user. I want to go to home folder, tilde cd tilde. Where I am? I am in my home folder. Is it clear? So tilde is a symbol used to refer home folder for current logged in user. Now the next is echo command. When you are going to write the script in Linux, then what you will use? Echo. But it's not mandatory. When you will use echo? When you want to print any line. When your script runs, on the screen one message should come first. So if you want something like that, then you will use echo command. Okay. So here on the command line, you can just test echo space whatever message you write. This is a new computer. See, the message will come. This is a new computer. Understood? Suppose today date is dollar date. So in the echo, when you want to execute any command in the statement, you have to use dollar and in a small bracket you have to write the command. So whatever output is there, that will get printed here. Is it clear? So echo is used to print the message. I hope you remember this curly bracket. In mathematics, we use it to take common. Whenever we have to take something common, we use it. Similarly, you want to copy some files, you want to delete some file which starts with a common letter, and you can use the curly brace and accordingly you can write it like this. Okay. Now the next is variable. So what exactly is the variable? So variable are named values or a word which is having some value. Okay. So variable is what? Simply a word which is having some value. So what type of value? Any sentence, any number, whatever you want. Okay. So here for example, if I need to print any message, I can use like greetings equal to, and then I will write the message. Like that, whatever you write inside. Next time when I need to use it, I need to print the same. I can write echo dollar greetings. Understood? And there is a one more use of this variable. Like for this variable, you can have multiple values also. Like variable word in, and then you define the values, and those values you can fetch as a command input. So that we'll see when we are going to use for loop script. There also we are going to use it. Variable. So as of now, what you understood is variable is a word which is having some value. Is it clear? Similarly, we have one thing called alias. So in corporate, sometime you have to execute very long command and frequently you have to execute it. So instead of typing that much, you can create a shortcut for the command. Okay, so variable is also a shortcut, but for some statement or some lines. But alias is a shortcut for commands. Like for example, if I write C here, no command. I don't want to type clear. So I will set alias C equal to clear. So I have used a single word command, but you can type long command also inside that inverted comma. Understood? So like sometime you use this backup commands frequently and you know that source and destination is always fixed. Then what you can do? You can create a shortcut with any name. So you will hit that word and the command will execute. Understood? The use of alias. Okay. So there are some configuration variable, information variable. So when you write na echo dollar home in capital, it will show what is your home directory. Echo dollar EUID, it will show you your user ID, what you have seen with the ID command. So for that, these things are there. Now, how bash is going to expand a command line? So whatever command you write, maybe there can be some globbing characters, there can be some variable, there can be some alias. So generally, whatever things you have given in the command, if there is any variable, first Linux is going to take the value for that variable. If it is a alias, then it will expand that command. If it is a globbing characters, then accordingly it will fetch all the values. Then it will arrange which things will run first, input output direction, and then the command gets executed. Is it clear? Now suppose, as you know, that if you are going to use like this echo price of ticket is dollar 500, what is the output? 00. Why? Because when you put a dollar in front of any word, this Linux understands that is a variable and it will start searching for the value. And here 5 was not a variable, so it didn't get any value, so it didn't print. But if you want to use dollar as a character, you want to print that character dollar, you have to use backslash. So backslash makes next character literal. Understood? Or we say as a preventing expansion with the backslash. Is it clear? Now the next is cell scripting. So as of now you have listened lot of things. There is a cell script, scripting and all. So here we are going to see what exactly is a cell script. So cell script is very simple thing. A text file with a series of commands. Okay, means a text file with line by line all the commands will be there. That is what cell script, nothing else. So shell scripts are text file containing commands to be executed. That's it. Line by line we type the commands. When this shell script is used, when we want to automate some commonly used commands, then we use shell script. Means there are few commands I need to execute every day, every week. So what I can do? I'll create a script file, keep it. When there is a time, I will double click or directly just hit one command and sit relax. All the commands will execute in the series. For that purpose, we can use shell script. Performing system administration. Sometime you have to configure something. For example, you have to configure DSCP server. So what do you have to do? You have to execute multiple commands for that. Okay. Or to configure anything, you have suppose 10 commands you need to execute. Then the things gets configured. So what you can do, you can create a script file and whenever it is required just run that script file. That's it. All the commands will execute in series. Okay. Creating simple application. So if you want to create any application simple, so that's why they have mentioned simple application, not complex, we can use shell script. Or you want to manipulate any text or file, on that case also we can use. When we are creating a script file, it's very simple. We start the line with hash. What this hash means? In a script file, whatever you write, Linux will understand as a command. But when you are writing the script, in between you want to give any comment so that when you open you can understand why I have used this command there. Okay. Then to give any comment you have to use hash. So when you put hash before any line, this Linux will understand as a comment, not as a command. So that's why when we need to disable any line, any command, what we do? We don't delete it. We just go and put hash before the line. Understood? And there is a one thing called magic shebang sequence. This one, hash sign of exclamation slash bin bash. So this bin bash is not required to write every time. It's all up to you. If you want, you can start your script file with that line. If you don't want, don't start. That doesn't matter. But just to show that this is a script file, you can put as a first line magic shebang. If you don't want, without that also if you execute, if you write any script file, it will work. There is a no problem for that. And as we have seen yesterday, that to execute any script, we have to give execute permission X to whom? Owner of the file. Okay. After that, this is the sample script. So let us create a script file. So how we can create? As of now, we have not seen VI editor. So we'll go with the nano editor. You want to give hash sign of exclamation slash bin slash bash, then echo, this is my first script. I want to print this. I want to print calendar command. I want to print date command. I want to use ls command. Whatever command you want, you write it. After that, to save control O, file name my script dot sh is the extension. If you don't give, then also it will work, but it's better to identify the type of file we should give the extension, and for a script file the extension is dot sh. Okay, and then control X. So now my script file is ready. To run it, what I need to do? One solution is sh space my script.sh. So we are taking help of sh command to run this script, executed line by line. Another solution we have, we give chmod u plus x on my script file, and then I can give the path tilde slash my script.sh. Tilde means inside my home directory there is a file my script.sh. You see, means you give your path of the file, it will run. Another way to run also, dot slash, dot means in the current folder my script.sh, then also it will run. Understood? So is it tough to create any script file? Only the tougher thing is idea, what you want to do, why you want to create a script file. Accordingly you have to think, you have to use the commands, just write the commands, the script is ready.
Without the owner permission, we can open that script file by sh.
You can open, you can execute, but with the help of sh command. But when you give execute permission, then without help of sh command, you can directly run also. Because when you open it, when you give the name, that will directly run as a command now. Clear? This is a script file. Now the next is login versus non-login cell. What does it mean? Login cell and non-login cell. So login cells are cell which ask for username and password. That is login cell, like our command line consoles, graphical terminal, sorry, graphical console, or the desktop login environment where it asks for the username and password. That is login cell. Or when you give su space username, that is also login cell. But non-login cell means when you open graphical terminal, does it ask you want to log in with which user? It will log in with directly current user. SU, when you give only SU, it asks you want to log in with whom? It will log in with root directly. Okay. Or any executed scripts. So these all things are non-login cell. So in short, if anyone is going to ask you, generally they don't ask this question. If they ask you what is the difference between login and non-login cell, you can say the shell where it asks for username and password is the login cell, where it does not ask, that is non-login cell. This is important. This is what? A startup script. When you come to office every day, after login you have to do some work. So you can automate it by defining this work in a script file. So when you log in, immediately that command will run. How? When you define in this startup script. So there are two files. One is called profile, another is called bash.rc. So as of now you have seen this alias, variables, these all things are what? Temporary. When you restart it, it will go. When you define umask, restart, it will go. So these commands you have to define in these script files. So whenever you log in, that command will run and accordingly it will show the effect. Okay. So there are two type of file, profile and bash.rc, for the same purpose. Now, in this also there are two type of setting. One, etc profile. If you do changes here, only root can do here. So if you do changes here, it will be applicable for all the user. Whoever is going to log in, that command will run for all the users. And when you define in tilde slash dot bash underscore profile, means dot means hidden file, then it will be for you only, because tilde means it is in your home folder. So when you log in, then these commands will run. Understood? So when you want to define for all, you will define here. When you define for yourself, then you will define here. Similarly, here also etc bash rc for all, tilde slash dot bash rc for own. Here we can define the variable and alias. So let us see the effect. So I am going to change from the root user etc profile. Go in the last line always. Sorry. Okay. In the last line, you write whatever command you want to write. For example, echo today we have meeting at 4 p.m. Like that, you can write any command here. So when it will show? Got it? So this command will run for all, because we have defined in etc profile file or etc bash rc global. Similarly, Rajesh wants whenever he log in, calendar should open. So he will do. Okay, so here I've used vi na, so don't get confused. If you don't know vi, then you can use nano also. Tilde slash dot bash underscore profile. You see, go in the last line. Here you use command calendar, control O to save and control X to exit. Now when it will work? When he is going to log in again. Rajesh. But same thing when Tanvir is going to log out and log in, it will not show anything. Only the things which is set in global file will show. Understood the difference? So these things are not used to display this type of message or calendar. These things are used to set your UMask variables alias permanently, plus any command like email checker. When you log in, automatically some task you have to do every day, like clean up, taking backup. So that command you write in the script. So when you log in, that is enough. Log in, go have a tea break. Meanwhile, it will run. Understood? So we have this. Now here you can see there is a one problem. Whenever we make changes in this file, we have to log out and log in. Suppose I have set one alias. So when alias will take effect? Log out, re-log in. So alternate solution is sourcing of file. Okay. So let me show you. Here if Rajesh Tanvir is using C equal to clear, command not found. If Rajesh is using C equal to clear, command not found. Okay, let us create one alias. Mm, alias C equal to clear. So when it will take effect? Not working. So the solution is log out, log in. No. The solution is source slash etc slash profile. So you see whatever command was there, now it run. Also, when you type C, getting clear. But in this there is a one problem. For Rajesh also have to do the sourcing if you don't want to log out. So to do the sourcing, we have two methods. One, source space file name, or dot space the file name. So both the method you can use here. Understood the concept of sourcing? Instead of login logout, you can give the script file name. Whatever changes you have done, it will run once again. Bash exit task. Exit task is always set for user only, not for all. So like you want to set, when you log out, automatically temporary files should get cleaned every day. So you can set the command of that inside this file. You want whole day I have worked, when I leave, when I log out, backup should run in the background. So when you log out, backup will start. For these things you can define exit task. Any confusion? So maybe you are thinking today I am like Rajdhani Express, full going in a speed. It's not like that, because this topic, whatever I have shown you, in a summarized way, you have to practice for only 2 3 things. One is variable, alias, how to create a script, how to define a startup files. That's it. Rest all things are just for your knowledge. Okay. So these are the things you will practice after the class. The same thing, and time is 13, 15. In 15 minutes we cannot complete VI editor. So we will see how to search and find the files.
Set the permissions that we assign to a user after we log out with Linux, then again we will
No,
log
no,
in.
no. Whatever permission you change, it will remain. That is permanent. That is not temporary. 7, 8, 9 we will do later. There is a one small topic, and for tomorrow the topic will be VI editor. Okay, first we will cover VI editor. Then based on that, again we will go for the scripts, input output redirection, for loop scripts, and then we will go for the text processing tools. So now we have to see locate and find command. So in Linux, if you want to search any file or folder, how we can search? Graphical, it is similar to the Windows. There will be search option. You give the name, it will search in the Explorer. Here we have two commands. One is called locate, another is called find. These two commands are used to find files and folder. So locate command will search on the entire hard disk. When you are using locate command, you don't need to specify where to search. By default, it will search on entire hard disk. But with the locate command, one problem is there. If you have created any new file and folder, locate cannot search. It need updated database. For example, we have created one thing na. What was that? Bhutan Thimphu. Here we have created one file named Thimphu. You are able to see na this one Thimphu. Let us search locate Thimphu. What it says. But Thimphu is there na. The reason is it need updated database. Then only it can search. There is one file nn. Locate nn. So wherever this nn comes together, it will search on the entire hard disk and it will show you. That is also one problem. It will not show the exact file. In between also this word comes, it will show you. So you see, it has started like this. Locate NN. So see, India, Chennai. In Chennai, NN is there. So it is showing like that. So it will not give you the exact output. Also, it is showing inside the home folder of Tanvir there is a one file NN. So if your database is updated, it will show you. If it is not updated, it will not show, and whenever it shows, it will show all the things. So to update the database, update db. Reason, this command can be executed by root. Updated. Now let us search. Showing now. Understood the use of locate command. Another command we have find. So find is also used to search files and folder, but if you don't define the location to search, it will search in current working folder. Understood? Like find a file with the name passwd. Where it is searching? It is searching in the current working folder. No file is there with the name. So we need to specify the location to search. I am saying search in etc. So it is showing there are this much files and other folders you have no rights to search. So we have seen these things, these issues yesterday already. So if you use find in the folder etc with the name passwd, there are two files with the same name, and it is giving the exact, not all. Same thing you see, locate passwd. So this is the difference. So find command don't need updated database, but when you don't define the location to search, it will search in current working folder. When you define the location, accordingly it will search. And there are four criteria on the basis of which you can search. One is name, which you have seen just now. Another is based on size. I want to search all the files greater than 300 MB. So there is only one. Proc K core greater than 100 MB. Why I am giving greater than? Because exact it will not be. See, lot of files it is showing now. So if you want to search something like this, you can search. If you put minus, means less than 100 MB, it will list all the files, whether it is of 1 KB or whatever size it is. Okay. Next is you want to search the file based on the permission. The file which is having the permission 600. 600 means only owner can read, write, others cannot do anything. How many files are there? These all files. Understood? These all files have the read write permission only for owner, for other no permission is there, others cannot open this file. So based on the permission also you can search. You want to search which file is having full permission to all. So like that you can get the list. Another one more parameter is there based on the access time, a time, and it is defined in minute. What are the files accessed more than 30 minutes? Means these all files have been accessed more than 30 minutes. When you turn on your computer, these files get accessed. Na? M time means modified time. Like that, we can give the parameters. So I hope this locate and find concept is clear. Generally, we use find command with the parameter name to search any files and folder because it gives the exact output what we want. Okay,
So does the database automatically get updated or we need to update
it
it?
get updated automatically, but not immediately. Either restart or it takes some time. So for today, we have done this. Tomorrow you have to remind that we have to cover first VI editor completely. If we get time, then any other thing. So VI editor topic we have to do together because that is little bit new. Executing command is different. Working in VI editor is different.